as we have at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets.
Fairbairn is set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Slide 2, set, ready. Striker, 3, 6.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Rattler wants to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Yellow. Let's go. 10 black.
Now Rattler. Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6.
Black shot. Set, punt. Black 40. Blaster, 6. Ready?
Throwing is Rattler. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jets 7, Steelers 0.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, right?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
36-yard line.
You talk about this Jets defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because When you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Come on, come on.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Missed.
It will not go down. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Panthers, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Ready?
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70 line.
Back to throw again.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Jets at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the gun, here's Rattler.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
33, yellow. Set.
To the air is Rattler.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
50, green. Hey, red. Smash, red. Slide blue. Hut, hut.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Black 40. Blaster, 6. Watch out now. 50.
Out of the gun is a give to Achane.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Claws red. 6. Mega. 7.
Rattler from the gun. 3rd down.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. 19. Charge.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. first catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
A 2-yard gain.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second and 7.
Here we go. 6. Mega. Blue 32. White.
And Rattler, he'll throw again. This one thrown underneath to Etienne. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set, ready.
Here's Rattler. They set up the screen. Achane has it. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but they quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
45, white. Blue striker.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. He'll try and do this himself. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Steelers 10.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Got it. Ready?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
22 needle.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Black Olsen. Here we go. Yes, Will Green. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Set, ready. Needle, black 40. Hey, red. White, white. Light blue. Six, mega. Hut, hut.
Rattler wants to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
On the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60.
They'll set up a throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Let's go. Smack. Red. 38. Red. Cycle.
Now Rattler. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check Fury. Black shot. Set hut.
Throwing is Rattler. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Black 40. Black Ultra. Set.
Rattler working out of the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go now. Ready.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devon Achane with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game.
24. Steelers 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
This is taken around the 12. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Up the middle, H.M.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
20, 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 40 yards.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll send Rodgers in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Now he's going to step up and run. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. The drive starts with a run from H.N. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
50, green, check, smash, blue, striker. Hey, blue, kick, mega. Ready?
To the air is Rattler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go. 70,
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Here we go.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Here we go. 33, Green Jack.
From the shotgun, Rattler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check Fury. Down. Set.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
He was brought down by
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Ready?
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll give this to Achane. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Okay,
now
ready?
a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And goal to go.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Let's go. Blue 32. Cut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Devon Achane. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jets 38, Steelers 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to
himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find Judy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice throw by the rookie from Auburn. It gets his guys a first down. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one is incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage there in the end zone, and it's been like that all game long. And now, down 2 scores, I imagine they'll try again, but it'll just be for posterity's sake.
Here's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So a crucial two-point conversion there, but that's just part one of this two-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a two-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote.
Onside kick is recovered by the Jets.
Well, this was a good one. Exciting.